So the other day, I get a call from a gun shop. It said they've got a gentleman in there with a Winchester Model 52 target rifle, and it's got some issues. And they're wondering if I could fix it. So me being me, that piqued my interest, and I stopped in there. And it turns out that the girl has got some cracks. You got this crack that starts here and runs all the way up into here. And you flip the rifle over, and there's this one. This one's a little harder to see, but it's here. It starts up here, and it runs all the way down. Now, this one, I'm going to say somebody's already glued. You can't move it. And from a magnifying glass inspection, it looks solid. This one, on the other hand, we're going to put this like that. This one you can, I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but you can flex that one. And like I said, it runs all the way up here. The Model 52 was the target rifle for decades. These things dominated competitions. People just, they just loved them. They were in production for a long time. I think they went out of production in the 80s, but I could be wrong. So we're going to get down inside this old girl. Not taking anything apart, not doing any mechanical work to it at all. This is just a basic stock repair. I've cleared the gun. The magazine is out of it. Just a little 5-round magazine. So let's slide her down. Take the barrel band off. I'm going to bring you guys out a little bit. That way you're not staring at the back end of my screwdriver. Oh, you're going to anyway. Let's go out a little more. There we go. One screw on the barrel band. And apparently there were like 4 or 5 different models of these guns. I think it's the 52A through D or something like that. I don't know. I do know that the last variation, there weren't very many of them made. And by not very many, I'm going to tell you less than 10,000. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe I'm right. Big old bull barrel on these guns. They call it target barrel. It's enormous. This barrel has got to be 1 inch in diameter for a 22 round. The crown on this thing is perfect. Literally perfect. I don't think this gun's been fired very much. I know the gentleman who owns it said that he bought it years ago at a gun show. Oh, there it goes. That screw is tight. At a gun show, and he couldn't get the money out of his wallet fast enough to buy it. Whatever. There goes the barrel band. And then, very simple. Very simple. Come down here with me. Come with me. There are 3 screws down here on the bottom metal. We only got to take out that one, and that the action will lift right out of it. Okay, there we go. Pull that out. Drop that screw out. We have stock. We'll take the barrel receiver, put it up here on the rack, out of harm's way. All right. So now we're going to look at this. I'm going to sit down now. Okay. Beautiful oil finished on the stock. And we're going to look at the cracks. Okay, now check this out. Come with me. If you look right here, see that? Right there? That's glue. And that's the really bad crack on the right side. This is glue. These have been glued before. Both of them have. Yeah, glue technology has come a long way. This is glued. That's solid. This side, not so much. Okay. Yeah, she'll pick up. Now you see it flexing? So I'm going to call the owner, ask him what he wants me to do. I mean, I can go ahead and glue this, Acro glass it together, or, boy, I think I'm going to fix it. I know I'm going to fix it, but he said he's never had it out of the stock. He doesn't know. So I'll be back. Okay, for this repair, I contacted the seller. He said, or the owner. He said, go ahead and fix it. And I said, okay. But for this repair, we're not going to need a ton of epoxy. So we're just going to take a little out. But I use Acro glass gel, the two-part stuff that comes in these little containers. They had a sale on it some time ago, and I bought a lot, and it has lasted me several years, and it hasn't gone bad or anything like that. So we'll eyeball half and half, and we'll get into this repair. Set those aside and we'll get this mixed up. It does get thick. Yeah. You get that mixed up. We're going to take a little bit of dye, mix it in there. If you don't put the dye in, this stuff dries white. And this crack is always going to be visible. It's always going to be there because of the way it was repaired the first time. But I'm going to see if I can get this black, and we'll get it thin enough. We'll put it in a clamp. We'll get it thin enough so that just hopefully it looks like a grain line, part of the texture of the stock. Hopefully. I've pulled this off before. Let's see if I can do it again. Get it all mixed up. And I used to have quite the supply of tongue depressors, and it's looking like I'm going to have to buy some more, because this stuff mixes up so much better with a tongue depressor than it does the end of a Q-tip. Yeah, I know. Don't judge me. scrape this all down. Now, it says on the container that it sets hard in a couple hours, doesn't set completely, and for 24 hours this thing will be in a clamp. It's Friday and I got rained out, so once I get this done, this thing will be in a clamp easily all weekend. I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit here so that you guys aren't looking at this all cattywampus. There we go. Okay, you guys see? Can you see? Hope you can see. So, I'm going to we're going to open this up a little bit. This is so much easier when you guys aren't watching, because I'm not working around a camera, but whatever. We're just going to pack that in that crack. As far back as we can get. Get a little more. Now, if you guys don't know, in my real job, I'm a carpenter, and I bring home all kinds of stuff from work that would end up in the dumpster. And I've found the best thing to mix this stuff on, believe it or not, is a chunk of vinyl flooring. It works phenomenal. And the reason it works so good is because once it hardens, you flex the vinyl flooring and the acrylic glass cracks right off. And then it's clean to use again. So I'm going to go ahead and work this in. You wiggle the crack back and forth while you're pushing it in there. And it acts like a wick. And if I do this correctly, and I should be able to, it'll wick it through all the way to the other side so that you got good coverage throughout the crack. So I'm just going to shut up, and in editing I will probably run this a little bit fast so that you guys aren't sitting here watching me do this for 20 minutes. Hold on. Actually, I'm going to shut you guys off and just get this done. I'll show you what it looks like when we come back. Okay, so I've packed in as much acrylic glass as I can. And if you look, there'll be a little bit of squeeze out all the way through, and there we go. And under here as well. But I've got that stuff packed in clear up in here, and the rest of this is the old glue. But I'll get that set here vertical in the vise like that, and I'll come in with a squeeze clamp, actually two of them, one out here and one here, and I'll get that clamped up. One of these, bring you guys out, get that in there. Check for alignment, make sure it's good. That one clamped in. Grab another one. And like I said, it's Friday. I was rained out today, so give me a chance to work on this little 22. And these are going to set in those clamps probably until Sunday. There's your repair. Now the nice thing about Acroglass is after that dries, I can come in there and that little bit of squeeze out. Am I going to be able to see in there? Yeah, kind of. That little bit of squeeze out will just, with a nice sharp chisel, chip right off. So I'll see you guys in a couple days. All right, hey guys, welcome to Sunday. It's Sunday. For those of you not from the Midwest, you don't know what the US 30 drag strip is, but it's a drag strip. Anyway, we're going to take this out of the clamps and see what we got. So we're going to come in here, and like I said before, this shiny stuff down here, that's all like carpenter's glue residue from the first time that they glued this thing together. But take it, we'll flip it, and there's our repair right there, and it's as solid as the day it was cut. So we're going to reach up here, we're going to get the barrel action, take it, oh wait, no, jumping ahead, we got to get this button back in here. This button is the magazine release button, and it goes right in there. Oh, for the love of Mike. Let's go. In the hole. And it's in the hole. Okay. Now, for the barreled action. Alright, so we'll drop this back in. Working around the camera, not so much fun. You're gonna come out with you guys. Oops, sorry. Come out with you guys a little bit. Take our action screw. Make sure our screwdriver's ready to go. Left-handed. For those of you who don't know, I'm ambidextrous in my right hand. There we go. And that's in. Keep it in frame, dum-dum. Barrel band, we're going to give it a quick wipe down. Got some patches. Just wipe it down a little bit. It's a little dirty. See that? trying to knock this out kind of fast. The grandkids are on the way. We're doing a cookout. The weather's getting nice here. Oh, I hear little footsteps. They might already be here. Let's see if we can get this done before they find Papa. Yep. Where's Papa? Let me get that screw put in real fast. Not with that screwdriver, we won't. There we go. Okay. There we go. Alright, well, if you guys can't tell by the background noise, they're here. This thing is pretty much back together. We're going to zoom out, get a good shot, and that's it. So, you guys take care, have fun, stay safe. See ya.